true ghost story, The Shadow in the Attic. As a child, Sarah had always been fascinated by the attic in her family's old Victorian home. It was a place that was off limits to her and her siblings, and she could never shake the feeling that it was a place where secrets were kept. Years later, after her parents had passed away, Sarah inherited the house and decided to explore the attic for the first time. As she climbed the creaky stairs, she felt a chill run down her spine. The air was thick with dust and the smell of old wood, and she could hear the distant sound of whispers. As she reached the top of the stairs, she saw a shadowy figure standing in the corner of the room. It was tall and gaunt, with glowing eyes that seemed to pierce through the darkness. Sarah froze, her heart racing with fear. "Who are you?" she whispered, her voice trembling. The figure didn't move or respond, but Sarah could feel its presence all around her. She tried to take a step back, but her feet seemed rooted to the spot. Suddenly, the figure vanished, leaving her alone in the darkness. Over the next few days, Sarah experienced strange occurrences in the house. Doors would slam shut on their own, and she would hear whispers and footsteps in the hallways. She knew that the figure in the attic had returned, and she was determined to uncover its secrets. One night, she decided to spend the night in the attic, hoping to catch a glimpse of the ghostly figure again. As she lay in bed, she felt the presence of the figure all around her, and she knew that it was watching her. Suddenly, the figure appeared to her, its glowing eyes staring into her soul. Sarah felt a wave of fear wash over her, but then something unexpected happened. The figure began to speak, its voice low and raspy. "I have been trapped here for so long," it said. "Please, help me find peace." Sarah was shocked and amazed. She had never heard of a ghost that could speak before, and she didn't know what to say. "What do you want me to do?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. "I want you to find out what happened to me," the figure replied. "I was murdered in this house, and my spirit has been trapped here ever since. Please, help me find justice." Sarah was determined to help the ghost, and she began to research the history of the house. She discovered that it had been built on the site of an old Native American burial ground, and that the land was cursed. The figure in the attic was the spirit of a young Native American woman who had been killed by a group of settlers. With the help of a local shaman, Sarah was able to perform a ritual to release the spirit of the young woman and bring her peace. As the ritual progressed, the figure in the attic began to fade away until it was gone. Sarah was left with a sense of wonder and a newfound respect for the spirits that inhabited the world around her. She knew that she had been given a great gift, and she was determined to use it to help others. From that day on, the house was no longer haunted, and Sarah was able to live there in peace. She knew that the spirit of the young woman was finally at rest, and she was grateful for the experience that had brought her and the ghost together.